what's up, guys? Gerard and Gabby back for another episode of the Kicks and Shit Show. Gabby, how's it going over there?
Oh, it is going. It's been a week, Gerard. I'm not gonna lie to you. It is. I know we've been texting on the side about this, but it has been a week. Sorry, I had to curb my cursing there, so I paused for a moment. But it's been like one of those weeks. It's been really real.
It was interesting because we both had experiences this week as it relates to sneakers. So I'm gonna get into mine first. So I texted you maybe, I don't know, Tuesday, Wednesday, I forget what day it was, and I was like, yo, what do you think of these Retro 7, like the Hair Jordan 2.0s? They kind of got that faux rabbit rabbit fur, the pink, right? All that. And you were like, all right, I can see those. They're dope. How much are they? And I was like, $250. You're like, nope, absolutely not.
Sheesh.
Way too expensive for those. Do not buy them, what have you. But there's this psychology that goes on, right? Where you see something and you it just keeps speaking to you. And I'm sure there's some technical term for it that they all the marketers and people know, but you just can't get it out of your mind. So I put it inside the shopping cart. I was like, all right, I'm gonna just keep looking at it, see what's up. I'm like, I don't know. I went away, did some work, came back, it's still there. I'm like, all right, let me just hit the checkout button. And for whatever reason, I had to log in as like a Nike member. It was like I was like, why? Why can't I just check out and see how much it costs? Whatever. I log in. And then all of a sudden, it was 160 or whatever. I was like, oh, and I texted you, and you were like, well, it's less than 250, so maybe you got to get it now. And so I did it, and I say all that to say, we talk about it, like, I am not a hype beast or whatever, but I don't know. There was something about this particular shoe, and it was speaking to me, and I had to get it. And I talked to you, and I said, well, the colors are interesting. What am I going to do? And you're like, well, it's a spring and summer rock easy. And it's not something I'm going to wear every day, but I don't know. It really spoke to me, and I was very appreciative that I had you to bounce that idea off of. So I know everybody goes through that, right? You do something where you're like, I don't really need this thing, right? Like, because do you actually need any of the things you buy? Probably not, right? But you want it.
I mean, I do. I do. Speak for yourself, but yeah.
But it was interesting. So it was just nice to kind of have that bounce back and forth, and it's a phenomenal shoe. As you guys just saw below on the screen, I love everything about it. The detailing, the nod to the original '91 model of the 7, because the 6 and the 7 are very similar looking shoes if you look at how they're designed. Anyway, it was fascinating. A very fascinating moment for me early in my sneakerdom.
So I love that. But let me tell you, Gerard, sneakers, hell of a drug. Hell of a drug. All right. And even I have been thinking about it since you texted me the picture, and I feel like we're having a little bit of like a blue dress, white dress debate, because I see a seafoam mint green, like hella fire, but
right.
We are seeing different colors here, and I know you even looked it up because you're like, I'm gonna call this girlfriend out here, and let's see who's right, because you are like me, where you're like, I'm not always right, but I'm also never wrong. You know what I'm saying? So they are in fact gray, but those are fire, and I think there's something about kicks, and this is what I love about it. There is this addictive quality about it where I buy a pair of sneakers. It's never going to be something I wear with every outfit. Right. So first of all, that should never be your expectation. But that color palette is perfect with your outfit and your style. I think it's super dope. And now I'm like, ooh, okay. And I think with some of the prices, like $250 for me, especially right now with COVID and everything going on, $250 is really tough for me to rationalize. Yes. It doesn't take anything away from the sneaker, and I think Nike does a really great job of figuring out where in their price scaling based on materials that are used. If it's a certain collection, like I know there's a method to the madness, because there always is, but I love a good sale. I am Jewish at the end of the day, so I love me a good sale.
And I think you hit the nail on the head, though, right? There's something psychological with us about prices and price point. It's why, right, Spotify and all these companies do, oh, it's only $9.99, right? Because something about being under $10, even though it's only a penny, makes you think like, oh, it's cheaper. When in reality, it's actually $10. By the time you put in whatever extra fee, it's like $10.38 or whatever the hell they charge you.
All right, don't ruin it for me, Gerard. I think what companies should really do, though, to your point, is say it's going to be like $9.65. That even when you add that little bit of tax, then it's $9.99, and I'm like, everybody wins. Now, on paper, psychologically, I'm so broken down that I'm like, I won this battle. No, I did not. This was all predetermined for me. But yeah,
It was nuts. But your experience this week was a little bit different than mine. Mine had a happy ending.
Mine will eventually have a happy ending because I ain't no quitter, let me tell you. And the interwebs are working in my favor. But I know we talked about on our last episode the Chunky Dunky, and I came up with this whole rant of like, yeah, they cool, but I'm not going to get it. I'm going to take my step back and get the collectors. Like, they can have it. Like, maybe I'll enter a raffle, but like, it's too out there for me personally because I like to wear my kicks. Then psychology set in, and I'm scrolling through my feed because, like, you see me scrolling. That's all I do when I'm home now. That's the remix, by the way. And I see Chunky Dunky everywhere. And in my sleep, I'm seeing little floating cloud sneakers over my head.
Bit of Jerry
like,
ice cream buckets.
Yes, I'm not even a big ice cream person. Like, judge me all you will for that, but like, I was like, this is calorie-free ice cream. There was something about it. It invaded my dreams, invaded my mind. And I was like, I need it. And let me tell you, all rationality went out the door. So I entered a couple raffles on Instagram, right? And I get a DM saying, you won our raffle, you need to pay. And I got so excited that I was like, oh my God, is this legit? I don't even know what's happening right now. I can't even use my words properly.
So much so that you texted me and said, what size are you? I think I won this raffle.
Yes, exactly. Because, I'm a good friend like that.
I appreciate it.
I try to hook up my friends, If your squad is not taken care of, then is it really your squad? I don't know. But I was like, oh my gosh, this is great. I don't think it's a red flag at all that I'm cash apping the vendor because I don't want to give my card over the phone. Normally, like, rational Gabby would be like, but I got so in the hype and the adrenaline, and I was like, yes, I need it. And they calculated it out with enough tax. It was like very strategic shenanigans. And let me tell you, I had a moment where like Krabby Gabby turned into Karen when I realized what was going on. I was like, this mother, I was livid because I slowly started to like come down from the sneaker high being like, wait a second, reach out to my friends who followed the store. And I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. Like, have you had a good experience with them? And one guy goes, who is a good friend of mine in the sneaker world, was like, so I've gotten some shady vibes from them. And then all of a sudden I went from like Karen to like crime scene investigation that I was like, I need to research this. I started Googling them. Let me tell you, women are what should be recruited by the CIA because we can find out some shenanigans like that. So I start researching this. I try to get a refund through through Cash App. They decline my refund request. I'm tweeting Cash App, like Cash App DGAF, like nah. That I got to the point where like I called the number on the Instagram. Yeah. Someone answered. Whoa. And I was like, oh, great. And they were like, oh, cool. Yeah, we'll send you shipping information. Check your junk mail. Must have gotten lost. Right. Nah. It did not get lost, this sneaky mofo. Yeah. I tried to call again, and it rang once, and I was blocked. And I was like, oh, it's going down. I don't even, like, something came over me. Like, I went from, like, sunshine and roses, being like, I won the raffle, to tidal wave tsunami Rosenthal is like coming down the beach. Like, watch the F out. And I ended up blocking them. I called the store. It was a different store. The photos were from a sneaker place in New York. Yeah. The whole thing was all kinds of wrong. Got a new debit card. Like, it was really real. Let me tell you.
It's so interesting because one of the things that I don't enjoy about, anything that's like, that you're getting into that's interesting, that's involving commerce or what have you, there are these people out there that are just out there to scam and like literally like take advantage of your excitement about a thing, right? Yeah. And that's the thing with sneakers, especially when it comes to these collabs, because only so many of them are going to be made, right? And so it's like, all right, if I can get this raffle and win them, because we've talked in the past about you try to get on the sneakers app and like, damn it, I don't get on time, because that's the thing.
The struggle's real,
if you buy it through the sneakers app, you're getting the actual product because that is the Nike app, right? Yep. Or if you buy it through Foot Locker or what have you, or on these other sites, you're getting the real thing. With these other third-party raffling kind of things, it's always taking a chance, and the reality of it is that we all realize is if it is too good to be true, it likely is, right? And like, it's rough. It's really rough.
That was a very tough pill for me to swallow, though, because as soon as I started sounding it out in my head, I was like, I am so much more rational than this. And it's like the commercial where the guy's like, I'm a French model. It's a French model. And it's some like nerdy overweight guy in a pair of glasses. It's like, do you believe everything on the internet? Clearly Gabby does when she gets in like the hype zone. I don't even know. It's wild to me. And you know what? I don't even want them at this point.
You're over it now.
So over it.
And that's
I'm
the thing,
shook.
right? That's the disappointing thing, is that if that happens, it like brings you down and it takes away the fun. But don't worry, folks. Gabby and I have many more fun things to talk about. We're going to get a little bit into sort of sneaker as fashion and, just this whole idea of the burgeoning sneaker culture. Thanks again. We'll talk to you soon.